Hi, I'm Danny Meyer, and I'm in my first restaurant in New York City, Union Square Cafe. It takes a lot of passion to open a restaurant, and passion is something that the great Julia Child had a lot of. In the new movie, Julie and Julia, Meryl Streep plays the legendary chef.
So charming.
The real Julia Child was fond of saying, find something you're passionate about and keep tremendously interested in it. And in the movie, Amy Adams' character, Julie Powell, discovers that passion is what made Julia Child so successful. She was passionate, and passion makes you fearless.
I still have to bone a duck.
You may think that boning a duck is an impossible feat, and the whole procedure...
Nothing is impossible.
It's that zest for life and passion that's always been a hallmark of this restaurant, and no one has embodied that more than my longtime partner and our chef, Michael Romano.
Thank you very much, Danny, and you're so right about cooking being about passion. And what I used to love about when Julia came to eat at Union Square Cafe was she ate with passion. You could see the gusto and the love of food that she brought to the table, and it was such a pleasure to feed her. So today I want to do a recipe that I'm very passionate about, and it's a very simple dish. It's roast chicken. You're going to see it's going to work, and it's going to make a lot of people happy. So we have a 4-pound chicken here that I have the night before seasoned with kosher salt and black pepper. Now I'm going to just tie up the legs quickly so that it holds together while it's roasting. You don't have to be very fancy with that. Just take a little kitchen twine, sort of cross one over the other, like that, wrap it up, and just make a simple knot. Then I'm going to take some soft, not melted, but soft butter. I like to just use my fingers. And I'm going to sort of cover the chicken with it. This helps when I'm roasting the chicken to be sort of self-basting in a way and browning the skin. And I have my roasting pan ready here with a rack. I'm going to invert the chicken, starting it breast side down, just like that. So what I want to do now is put the roasting pan in a preheated 425-degree oven for 30 minutes. In the meanwhile, I have some vegetables here that I'm going to use as a base that are going to enhance the flavor of the juice that I make afterwards. So I've got a nice onion. You want about half a cup of each of these vegetables. These will be strained out of the juice after we make it, so you don't have to be too fancy with the cutting. We've got some carrots, which give a wonderful sweetness. You want the slices to be thin because the cooking time is not that long. And you want to extract the most flavor from it. Some celery, and again, thin slices. I always used to enjoy watching Julia's cooking shows. She brought a great spirit to teaching us how to cook. For further flavor, we have about 2 tablespoons of fresh parsley, about a tablespoon of tarragon, and 4 sprigs of thyme. The thyme I'm going to leave whole. These we can just roughly cut. Let's check on that chicken. Now we can see it's starting to brown. What we're going to do now is I'm going to take this out and add these herbs and vegetables into the pan. So we're going to add such wonderful aromatics and flavor to this dish. There we go. We'll put this back, and we're also going to, at this point, turn the chicken over so that the breast can get nicely crisp and colored. And we're going to go back into the oven for another 35 to 40 minutes to finish cooking the chicken. And after the 35 to 40 minutes, this is what the chicken's going to look like. Now I'm going to take these vegetables that are roasted along with the chicken and make my sauce with that. Now I'm going to add about 2 cups of chicken stock, and we'll just let that cook and reduce. That's going to scrape up all of those nice caramelized bits of chicken. And here's what it's going to look like after it's reduced. So you can just pour that over the chicken. That smells great. A couple of the things I like to serve as accompaniments are sauteed baby spinach and creamy polenta, which has long been a signature dish and used to be one of Julia's favorites when she came to Union Square. And there you have it, roast chicken, sauteed spinach, and creamy polenta. A meal that any chef will be passionate about, especially Julia Child.
Thank you, Michael. That looks delicious, as always.
Eric, come see the world's most beautiful chicken.
Remember, passion will get you through the hardest of tasks, and remaining tremendously interested in what you do fuels your passion. And if you ever forget that, just remember how Julia Child figured it out.
Shouldn't I find something to do?
What is it that you really like to do?
Eat.
And you're so good at it. Look at you.
And don't forget to see Julie and Julia opening August 7th in theaters everywhere. Bon appetit!